Every person has some life experiences that greatly impact their personality and turn their life at 180-degree. Be it admission to one of the biggest B schools in the country, first solo trip to Europe, a big paycheck, first own car, or even a broken relationship. But for me, books have played that significant role in shaping my thoughts, my personality, and how I look at the world today. Because I am a work from home professional, how do I become learned? How do I sound up to date and smart? Of course, newspapers do help, but for me, through books. Hey folks, if you are new to my channel, my name is Pallavi. I create videos on books, English language, career, and life. In today's video, I am going to share 4 books that have transformed my life. But before that, I want to urge, if you genuinely like the recommendations, please subscribe to my channel. Now that I also create videos, I have deepest respect to all other YouTubers because it seriously takes a lot to bring these videos to you. Alright, let's begin. Whatever I see, sense, or speak today is mostly because of these 4 books. These books need no paraphrasing, so I will share my favorite lines as exactly given in these books. I hope you understand why you should read them. Well, the first book is Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert T. Kiyosaki. First line. The poor and middle class work for money, the rich have money work for them. Next, the more specialized you become, the more you are trapped in and dependent on that specialization. To be successful, you must develop successful habits. Listening is more important than talking. If that weren't true, God would not have given us 2 ears and 1 mouth. The poor and middle class start late but quickly change their plans. The rich start quickly but slowly change their plans. God does not need to receive, but humans need to give. Without a strong reason or purpose, anything in life is hard. What is in your head that determines what is in your hands. Next book is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Now let's say if you go on a stranded island and there is only one thing that you can carry along, this book can be a real companion. In fact, to cut short this video, I tried to pick only 5 to 6 lines, but this book is a gold mine, therefore the list is long. The lines do not require further explanation because मजा ही Napoleon Hill के words में है. Here we go. All achievement, all earned riches have their beginning in an idea. You are the master of your fate, the captain of your soul. If you do not see great riches in your imagination, you will never see them in your bank balance. Never has there been a time more favorable to pioneers than present. Dreams are the seedlings of reality. Every adversity brings with it the seed of an equivalent advantage. A mind dominated by positive emotions becomes a favorable abode for the state of mind known as faith. No genuine leader is ever too busy to do anything. Not the lawyer who knows the most law, but the one who best prepares his case wins. Poverty is attracted to the one whose mind is favorable to it, as money is attracted to him whose mind has been deliberately prepared to attract it. The emotion of love brings out and develops the artistic and aesthetic nature of a man. Man's greatest motivating force is his desire to please a woman. The woman who understands man's nature and tactfully caters to it needs to have no fear of competition from other women. Nothing brings a man so much suffering as humility, as poverty. Do not expect troubles, as they have a tendency not to disappoint. So do not wait for troubles. The mind could produce anything the mind could believe and conceive. The world wants to know only one thing: have you achieved success? Now the third in line is not so famous book, Good Vibes, Good Life by Vex King. It's a self-help book. This book comprises the personal experience of the author and his learnings from these experiences. There are different chapters. This book is written in plain English. You may find it boring like in the first few pages, but as you continue to read, you will understand the power of this book, and I recommend it. I have already recommended to a lot of people. Here are some life-changing lines from this book. Self-help. It is important to realize that it's not fair to let yourself go for those who do not even show any concern for you. Great people are just the high rollers in life, but those whom we value are amazing inhabitants of this world. Change of our body language. If you act like someone who feels good, your internal state will change and reach a higher vibration. Power of ego. People don't say or ask things out of curiosity, they simply want to prove others wrong. So not to waste time on people who have no interest in what you say or why you say it. Express gratitude. The more you count your blessings, the more blessings you will have to count. Awareness of the present. We make life all about future that exists only in our imagination and completely misses what is happening in front of us. Your priority is you. Your longest relationship in life is with yourself. Being there for others. Before you try to fix someone else's life, make sure you are not killing your own in the process. Protect your energy first. Compare with yourself. Looking up to others for inspiration is fine, but there's a difference between inspiration and envy. There can never be a comparison between the sun and the moon. The power of subconscious mind. The conscious mind thinks, the subconscious mind absorbs. Repeating affirmations. What we resist often persists because the energy we release in avoiding it is also returned to us. Thus, avoid using negative words like not, never, don't. So next time say, I have great confidence in everything I do rather than saying I'm not nervous. Consistency in action. Lack of time isn't an excuse. If you can't make time for something, it was never a high enough priority for you. Faith versus fear. Sometimes all we have is our faith in the facts that things are going to get better. Money and greed. Greed is when you feel others will never get to live the lifestyle you are living. Then your mind is focused on what you lack. You project a fear-based vibration out in the universe, which brings you more things to be scared about. So do not focus on what you do not have. Last book in the series is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Actually, I started reading this book very much unwillingly. At that time, I did not have any other unread book in my library apart from this, so I decided to give it a try, and I thank God for bringing me to this book. If you're someone struggling with public speaking, nervous meeting strangers, or simply feel low at confidence, this book is your guidebook. There are simple tips in life that you can follow to live a life you deserve. Here are few best takeaways from this book. 85% of income comes from human engineering. Appreciation is the legal tender that every soul enjoys. Hearty in your approbation and lavish in your praise. There is far more information in a smile than a frown. You must have a good time meeting people if you want them to have a good time meeting you. Here is my most favorite tip, which I have been following till now. Remember that a person's name is to that person is the sweetest and most important sound in any language. So try to address a person with their first name, preferably their legal name, then a nickname. Let's say if someone's name is Chitta Swami. So instead of calling him Chitta or Swami or simply CS, call him Chitta Swami and see the glow on his countenance. If you relate all these books, they focus on the power of money, but none say that it is the most powerful thing. Creating riches does not mean increasing your bank balance. It means how you use your mind, what is fundamentally designed for focus, for discipline, for selflessness, optimism, and most importantly, purpose. Here is the wrap, guys. Meet you in the next video. Bye bye.